So I'm still or the touch of this morning is still a little bit there now, or it came back. I asked people to be silent, and the answer was, but we need to speak. And I felt like I need to defend some kind of fight response, but I didn't know how to come out or something. It went silent, but this response stayed in the system somehow. And I reckon this happens more often in life.
Okay, how many people recognize this themselves? Okay, seems like it's an epidemic. So, thanks for bringing it, first of all. I find it a really beautiful inquiry. So, just looking in no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. When we ask for something, what's the difference between asking and demanding?
Well, and demanding is a kind of judgment.
Yeah, one is how can I say? There's not freedom to say yes or no. Now, is there anything wrong with demanding? Hans has had his hand up there, and then we'll... This is a hot topic, man.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I've learned a lot the last 10 minutes. I have seen myself react sharply often the last years with these requests for silence. Because even when it came as a question, it was kind of leaning on, but we have an agreement to be silent. So it's energetically coming from, I'm leaning on a rule. And I know from this system picks those questions out
Signals up
as puff.
Yeah.
And the way you spoke the last 10 minutes, I realized that it's not a rule that we are silent. It's also you speak about it, certainly the last years, as an invitation. And even then, people take it as there is a rule.
Yeah.
And
So I just see an opportunity here. When people speak it that way, where does it touch in you, or how does it touch in you that sense of not being seen and felt and heard and respected? Yeah.
mm-hmm. Wow. It takes me under the floor.
Ah, beautiful.
Oh.
Thanks for taking the opportunity.
It's as if there is a... all my alerts go up. And it's because in these kinds of questions, there is...
Might be more useful for you just to explore quietly than speak.
Yeah.
Because the speaking takes you out of the actual sensation, is my feeling, Hans. So maybe just pass, if it feels okay to you, pass the mic and just, because it's really a deep exploration going on in you at the moment. Can you pass your mic over to your left? You wanted to speak? as we being present here, there's a habit of attention that sees as objects things. And there's a way of recognizing that this is an experience to you. So, if you can feel what's going on in you, that's compassion. Just watch where your system doesn't feel comfortable with feeling this and puts it outside. Yeah? It's not wrong, it's not bad, that's how your system has survived till now. But see if it's possible. Just playing, exploring. There's a very deep seeing and touch here that's so beautiful.
And I'm totally fine, by the way.
Yes, that's so clear. Yeah, thanks for making that clear, Hans. I see that you've waited for this your whole life, actually.
Totally fine, yes.
Yeah. Oh, the microphone, if we can just push, bring it round.
What I have seen under the floor there. And that's directly related with what I spoke about, reacting really violently to demands that were leaning on a higher agreement, whatever. And what came up, and it still does, is that in my upbringing, God was the always invisible, and God is the biggest, the highest, the widest, and it was always used to narrow you down. And it was invisible. It's fighting. It's the total helplessness.
Total
Just
powerlessness.
God being used as something to narrow you down.
Yeah.
When the same thing plays to these little tiny questions, and to you, and to her, and to...
I so get it.
It's always this invisible fear for... But it's meant to narrow you down.
Yeah. How many of you can relate to that? You know what
Yeah, go on.
How did your system survive that?
Oh, you know. Oh, you must be a newcomer. I have survived this by leaning on this part of the personality that I discovered last week, like the personality that's built up on survival mechanism. Survival mechanisms. Some sense of humor, shouting. Living up here and not down there. And the trick is I could always feel my body. I mean, I'm walking on sandals summer and winter because my feet are glowing, and so apparently I was embodied fully, and the tricks are endless. And then I found you. I mean, but yeah. The moment you mentioned for the first time embodiment after 3 or 4 years or so, after the first time you mentioned it, I came over to you and said, had you mentioned that before, I would have got it. And I already got it the first weekend. But up here, neck up enlightened, we call that.
I have a request. Would it be okay to take down that photo now that you've posted on the wall?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, thanks.
You mean the one with my skin on it?
Yes.
All right. I like it. But it's not. I'll take it down.
Okay, thanks.
But
Maybe.
I'll keep up the note that I found an old picture of you and that it's on my weblog.
Okay, great, yeah. Just settling and feeling. We've been exploring what's happening in you in this exploration. No right, no wrong, no good, no bad. How many of you have gotten some value from this morning? Yes. Okay, great.
And it's only Saturday morning.
Could we pass the mic? Great.
When you ask if it gives me something, then I felt that I was dropping down into my body. And immediately I forgot what was spoken about.
Yeah. Actually, it's not that important.
No, that's so good.
And that's what I'm doing all the time when those requirements are going on. I try to follow with my mind. And then at a certain point, I can't follow anymore.
Yeah.
Because my mind can't follow it.
Yeah.
But my body is
following it completely. Yeah.
And then often I'm so overwhelmed. And then my body is cutting off, and then I can't feel anything anymore.
Okay.
So, and there was a tendency in me to put myself on pressure and to try to follow it. So, happy to see that.
Yeah, how beautiful. How many of you know that in yourselves? Just have a look around. Just in case you thought you were the only one, yeah? So you didn't see this side of the room. Can you guys... okay. How does that feel to see?
Good.
It's good. It's not personal, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, it's like the seeing that these movements that we've taken so personally are not personal.
And I love how you described it. So beautiful.
Very accurately, yeah.
I'm dropping even deeper now.
Yeah, it's good.
I thought I was the only one with this.
How many of you thought you were the only one with that? Okay.
There's still some energy in my head about when there's an agreement, it kind of becomes, because my request this morning was verbally definitely a request. And it's true, there was some leaning on an agreement I thought we had made as a group, but maybe it's not made as a group. So call it a rule or agreement, I don't know. But so that is true, was partly maybe making it more a demand, or and it also was a mixed message. And I was aware of it before I did it, but I didn't know how else.
Okay, beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Yeah.
So,
So would you like to have another go?
yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. So speak it now and see how it comes out fresh.
Oh, to make the request again?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, phew.
If it feels appropriate, and if not, you know.
But I still don't know how different, because the energy
Doesn't
is...
matter. You know, make another mistake.
Okay.
Just... You can see how rich the last one was, yeah? You can see how rich the last one was, the last mistake. There's no problem, you know? It's like, that's how we learn.
So do it again?
Do it badly, yeah.
Shut up. Well, it's difficult to play it, you know, it's not in the situation. So, yeah. I think the built-in defense for a no, especially with this person, the memories were already going.
Yeah.
Like, there was already a defense built in.
Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. Thank you. Perfect. There's a lady over there who would like to speak. You still want to speak? Can we pass the mic that way? And then we'll come to you.
Would love to share my experience. It's quite an interesting experience for myself. Maybe for the rest, I don't know. Just want to share it. I came in here very, very calm and present, and really calm. Then it became sort of a roller coaster of sensations and feelings. It's still a bit. Vibration is still very high. And at one stage, I felt like I was sort of on speed or something, on drugs. Like, wow, it is still a little bit. But the interesting thing is, I speak English and I love words and I love conversations, but I just wasn't. I was hearing it, but I don't know what's been talked about. Not a word. Just I think I didn't even really try it, because that might have had the same reaction as the other woman was talking about. But it was just every time I got the feeling that it was quite profound, but it seemed like just words. Command, and then it was demand again. Command, and I was just feeling.
Yeah. So
really funny.
Thanks for sharing it. So, and you speak it very well. And obviously, the way that your system processes information is somatically, just through sensations. And in recognizing that, just noticing that when there's a lot of words, how your system feels overwhelmed by it actually. It's an overwhelm.
Well, that was now, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually not used to that. Normally, I said I like words, but this time they seem so abstract. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And so, one other thing for us all to be aware of, as we hear together, we feel each other. And there's such a momentum and habit to believe that what we're feeling means something about us. So when the room gets shaky and we feel it, and it's taken personally, we think it means something about us. What does that do? So maybe we can look, does our experience actually ever mean something about us?